If I had to describe my mom in one word, it would be accepting.
Nurturing.
Strong-willed.
Intelligent.
Superwoman.
Supportive.
I know my mom loves me because she lets me sleep in her office, even though she hates it when I'm in there, and I love her so much for letting me stay.
What I think the hardest thing about being a mom is it can be very stressful if your kids don't listen to you or they think in a total different mindset than you because they're young and they're growing and they're not going to agree with you.
My favorite memory with my mom is when I found out I got accepted to BYU Idaho, and she was so proud of me.
So advice to my siblings, listen to mom. She knows what she's talking about. You may think no, I don't like her opinion on that, or I know this person is good or whatever, her opinions on friends and people and things, she's always right. I wish I would have listened to her more throughout the years because my life probably would have been a lot easier to just listen to her.
My favorite memory of me and my mom is when I was 6, I think, or 5 before I went to school. And I spent the whole day helping her out around the house. And she gave me a card saying that I was the best little helper. And I still have that card, it's in my room. And it just made me so happy, helping my mom and making her happy made me happy.
I know my mom loves me because she always makes sure that I feel okay and that I feel loved. So if I'm having a bad day, she can always tell in my face, and she always goes out of her way to give me a hug or be like, hey cutie, you look awesome today, or crack some weird joke because that's just how we roll. She always makes sure that I'm okay, and I love that.
One of my favorite memories with my mom would probably be she used to have this little green Volkswagen Bug, and it always smelled like crayons, and we actually still have it at my dad's house, but every time I would get in it, it was just me and her. She would drive down and I would just ask her all these questions about what's going on with the world, and she would talk to me in the nicest way. I just love simple little conversations with my mom.
The hardest thing about being a mom is probably having to deal with me or people like me.
I love you because you make sacrifices for me.
My favorite memory with me and my mom is when I was I was 8 or 10, and we went skiing, and I was terrified to go skiing. I did not want to go, but I didn't tell them because I didn't want to ruin our family vacation. So as we were going up the ski lift, I started crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I did not want to go. And then it was just me and my mom going that time. And we got to the top, and she knows I was crying. She's like, okay, well, let's just go down. And something happened, and I fell, and we ended up going down the hardest trail, the Black Diamond or whatever it's called. And so we went all the way down the mountain on the hardest trail, on our butts the whole time. And it was terrible, and I didn't want to be there, but it ended up being one of the best memories because it was me and my mom. We were just laughing the whole way down, and it was just a lot of fun.
If I had any advice for my siblings or my future kids or whoever, it would be to listen to your mother, because she literally always knows what she is talking about. Whether it's what friends you're hanging out with, or what you should be doing on Friday nights, or regardless, she always knows what she's talking about. And don't take her for granted, because she loves you more than anyone else on the planet and more than you'll ever understand.
My favorite memory of me and my mom is when we went prom dress shopping, because I got to spend the whole day with my mom, and when she helped me find the perfect dress, the look on her face just made me really happy.
Whenever I'm stressed out or sad, I'll always do this thing where I say I love you, and she's like, I love you here and back, and I'll be like, I love you to heaven and back, because we got it from a book that I loved when I was a little child. It always just calms me down and makes me feel good.
The hardest thing about being your mom, I think, would be to maintain a happy household because you have so much going on at one time, and you have to make sure everyone is happy and the spirit is there as well.
Hey, I know my mom loves me because she's always willing to drop everything she's doing to help with whatever I need, and she always knows what to say to me when I'm needing help or advice or anything in life. And she always knows when I'm sad. Even if I don't know I'm sad, she knows, and she's just able to talk to me.
Mom, I just want you to know that you are one of the best people that has ever come in my life, not just because you're my mom, you gave birth to me, but because no one's ever going to be there for me like you are and have been. And all I want to do when I get older and learn to live like you have is just be there for you like you were for me. I love you.
Mom, thank you for caring for me for all these years. I know sometimes I can be stubborn and we don't always get along, but thank you for everything you've done, and I love you.
Mom, I know I don't say this often, but I love you more than you will ever understand, and I am so thankful for everything you do for me and for my siblings and my friends, and for always making sure that everyone feels welcome at our house, and for always making sure that I feel okay all the time and being there for me when I feel like I'm stressed or have no one. And I'm very thankful for you, and I love you.
Okay, Mom, Katie Bug loves you to the moon and back.
So, Mom, I know I don't say this very often, but I love you, and I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me these last 18 years. I'm a better person for having you, and I can't imagine having any other person as my mom. I love you.
Mom, I'm sorry I piss you off, but I do love you, I promise. Like, don't kick me out. Word to the wise, the future people out there. Don't piss your mom off, because you're gonna get in serious trouble. Try to stay on her good side, because you kind of live in her house.